We're reviewing hands that are still asking questions on the 2025 annual card. That's the daily talk for November 4th, 2025. There's several hands that players are still giving us questions about, even though the card's been out since April. We shared a summary of what we thought would be the most frequently asked questions, and we have been proven that it is correct. These are the questions that players have when looking at the hands, reading the parentheses. You could see this in the Files tab of our Facebook group. We've also sent it out by our newsletter by email. If you don't get our newsletter yet, go to modernmahjong.com to subscribe. So let's start in the top left in the 2025 section. That third hand is a group of singles for the year, 2 pungs of 2s and 5 in a second suit, and a kong of dragons in the third suit. And the parentheses say any 3 suits. So since the white dragon, when used as 0, is suit neutral, those single 2025 could be bams, cracks, or dots. Whatever you use for the 2025, you need to use a different suit for the 2s and the 5, and the third suit for the dragons. Now note, you can use a kong of white dragons for that kong. But if you do that, remember there's only 4 white dragons. So you have to save one of them for the 2025. So the takeaway for this is, don't call a soap or a white dragon and expose a kong of dragons without using any jokers. Because if you did that, you would no longer be able to try for this hand, because you cannot use a joker in place of the 0 in the 2025, since those are a group of singles. So I'll say that one more time. If you're doing this hand, that kong of dragons could be red dragon, green dragon, white dragon, or soap. If you do it as the white dragon, you only would use at the most 3 white dragons in that kong, because you need to save one of them for the year. Now moving on to any like numbers. We think this hand was written by the league to help teachers explain the difference between when you could use jokers, when you could call for an exposure, and when you could call for mahjong. And the reason we say that is they separated pairs. So we say any like numbers could also be any same number. So this is a kong of flowers, and then you're using the same number, any number 1 through 9, all the way through this hand. You have 2 pungs, which are easy. If you have jokers in your hand, let's say you have 2 jokers and you're doing this with the number 4, someone throws a 4 crack, you could call one of the pungs. Those pairs, you cannot call for either of those pairs unless it's the 14th tile you need for mahjong. You cannot expose a pair. And in both of those pairs, you cannot use any jokers. So the only place you could use jokers in this hand are the kong of flowers and the 2 pungs of the same number. Remember that color doesn't determine the suit. The pair could be bam or crack or dot. It just indicates that you need to use 3 suits. So we hope this helps, and we'll come back with more of these. And we invite you to elevate your game. Join us. We're the co-authors of Visual Companion Guide for American Mahjong, and we're the administrators of the Facebook group Mahjong Community. We're doing a 3-part live Zoom series to help you play with confidence. It's an intermediate series. Prior knowledge of how to play the rules is important and required for this. We're going to start by just clarifying key concepts in lesson 1, and then move on to more intermediate and strategy topics. You could register at this long My Jewish Learning registration link. If you go to modernmahjong.com, it's on the top there. You could find the information there. If you have any questions, you could email events@feller.com. They are the ones that are going to send you the confirmation information and the Zoom link. We invite you to join us for a free 1 session November 20th virtual vintage. We're going to have a virtual sneak peek at exquisite mahjong collections from wonderful collectors that are generous enough to share this information with us all. If you visit modernmahjong.com, you could see our upcoming events. Orlando is taking place November 17th, and we are doing Aventura December 2nd, and we are going to be releasing dates. I think it's going to be January 7th for Sarasota at Clive Daniel. So stay tuned, because that is sure to sell out. We enjoy doing these videos. I hope that they help you play with confidence. We invite you to like, comment, save, and share, and we'd love some feedback. Let us know what works. Let us know if this is too fast, too slow, just right. It's like the 3 bears. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great game.